Police officers often think they're more valuable than citizens and have every right to be arrogant and exercise their authority while in uniform. Today we're talking about exactly such policemen, so let's go to the video. On August 5th, 2015, Philadelphia activist Tony Soto became the target of a plot by Officer Holloway and his partner. Attending a press conference with the NAACP and the family of Brandon Tate Brown, who was murdered by the police, Tony was followed by the same officer from a previous viral traffic stop. They strategically parked behind a bank, waiting for Tony to get in his car before pulling him over. This recurring pattern of harassment made it abundantly clear that Tony was marked as a prime target by Officer Holloway and his coworker. Since the cop didn't want to admit why he pulled Tony over, he said he stopped him because of the tinted windows on the car. Tony refused to give the cop his ID and driver's license because he believed the cop had stopped him illegally, and besides, Tony was under no obligation to provide the cop with any information except if he's being accused of a crime. When he asked the cop to call a supervisor, the cop was visibly frustrated and even tried to open Tony's car door. What annoyed him even more was Tony's statement that the cop had no right to open his car door. Tony was already scared because the armed cop was starting to act aggressive, so he decided to outsmart this cop and give him his driver's license, insurance, and registration to avoid any further confrontations.
I'm audio and video recording. I don't feel safe. You guys sat in the corner and watched me till I pulled off. That's on video. And I'm requesting that you send your supervisor immediately. I do not feel safe. Sir, what are you pulling me over for?
First, you got to tinted windows.
You're pulling me over for tinted windows? All right, I have a tint permit for my vehicle, and which you already know that because your buddy right here is from the March 25th stop that originally stopped me. So I won't be providing any information to you until your supervisor gets here. I feel threatened, so I'm asking you to call for your supervisor.
Okay, so I need the license, registration, insurance, sir.
I'm asking you for a second time, sir, to call for your supervisor, please.
No problem. As soon as I get your license, registration, insurance.
Sir, you don't have a valid reason to stop my vehicle. I'm asking you to please call for your supervisor for the fourth time.
So you're refusing to provide information?
Sir, I'm not providing any information until you call for your supervisor. Your stop is not even valid because you turned around and you pulled my vehicle over after watching my car. You guys waited for me to leave. I watched you. It's on tape.
I need you to step out the car.
Sir, I'm not stepping out the car until you don't have a right to open my door, sir. You don't have a right to open my door, sir.
Step out, sir.
So I'm asking that you call your supervisor for your safety and my safety. Call your supervisor, please.
Okay, I need you to step out.
I'm not refusing to comply. I do not feel safe.
You're refusing to comply, right?
I'm not refusing to comply.
You're refusing to comply.
I'm not refusing to comply.
All right, then. I need you to step out.
You can shut my door, and there's the tint permit right there for the vehicle right there. You can pick it up.
Your license, registration.
Sir, there's the tint permit for the vehicle.
Your license, registration, sir.
There's the tint permit for the vehicle, sir. Matter of fact, just because I'm operating a motor vehicle, I'm going to give you my license, but you can call for your supervisor. Can you shut my door, please? Can you shut my door, please? All right, just so I won't get shot, okay? I'm gonna give them my registration and I'm gonna give them the insurance and my tint permit for the vehicle. But as you can see, like I started recording before I even got in my car, and you seen them sitting across the street waiting to stop my car. As I told you, I'm already a target by Philadelphia police. So for the sake of being smart and to avoid a confrontation, I'm gonna give up my registration and the insurance card too, just for the sake of not getting shot.
Even though he got all the documents he asked for, the cop continued to feed his ego by refusing to close Tony's car door, even though Tony politely asked him to close the door because he doesn't feel safe, which is sad, because he should feel safer around police officers, yeah? Then another cop appeared, whom Tony claimed had already stopped him before this in March of the same year.
Yes or no? Are you gonna call for your supervisor, yes or no? Okay. Insurance card. And just so everybody can see this, I'm reaching for my cell phone. Okay. This is the officer right here from March 25th who originally stopped my car. So you guys can see him. All right? Yeah. And as you see on the tape, they sat over in the parking lot, they targeted my car and waited for me to pull off and then pulled the vehicle over.
We don't know what's in this vehicle.
Yes, you do.
Not with the temperature.
Yeah, you do. Here he is right here on the car cam, so I'm gonna turn it this way too so you can see it. And let me turn it this way. All right. There we go. Tint permit. There we go. Tint permit is right there. Sir, you still have my door open. I'm requesting that you close my door to the vehicle. Okay.
Then Then Tony gave us a mini monologue on camera so that the people would understand what happened when they watched the video, which he planned to post online immediately. Tony claimed that a cop whom he recognized from March tried to stop him after a conference that Tony was going to. The cop spotted his car and waited for him in the corner of the parking lot until Tony left the conference and started driving his car. Pretty much the cops were waiting for him so that they could follow him, intercept him, and then pull him over. From the start, Tony was a target for these cops, even though he did nothing wrong, but the cops immediately came up with reasons to justify their act. The exact same thing was happening now, with only one small difference. The police officers switched places. The policeman who targeted Tony in March was now in the passenger seat, while this time, the main policeman was his colleague. Even the other activists who were in front of Tony's car confirmed that the police officers stopped Tony without any reason. Tony became visibly upset and yelled out the window to people to call 911 because he was paranoid and afraid of being shot by these cops.
No, call 911 for a supervisor. That's the cop that stopped me March the 25th. They targeted me, bro. They was sitting behind the bank and turned around and pulled my car over. I got it all on tape. They was scheming on me. And he tried to pull me out the car again, but for the sake of not getting shot, I just gave him my information. But I need somebody to call for a supervisor. Thank you. You seen that, right? You seen it. That's the cop that stopped me on March the 25th. That's the cop that stopped me March the 25th. They targeted my car. It's all on tape. Exactly. Exactly. Yo, somebody call 911 and call for a white shirt. I need a supervisor here. Exactly. Exactly. I got it on tape. I said it when I got in my car. It's on tape. I got it on tape. It's all on tape. Yeah, but I'm paranoid and I bait police though, right? This is what I want everybody to see. I'm paranoid and I bait police. Sometimes you gotta pick and choose your battles and be smart because I'm already a target for the sake of not getting shot. And now there's people here, you know what I'm saying? But for the sake of not getting shot, okay, here go a bunch of witnesses that seen this. Whole crowd of people. All right? I told you, target. I'm a target. Exactly. That's the same dude from March the 25th, and what he did, they switched seats so his partner could pull me over. Right.
Well, that's the same guy that pulled him. That's the same one that pulled him over before, though.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Here you go. Car 1513. You got their license plate, look?
They don't get enough. Like, they don't really get enough of this. Like, come on, is you serious? Exactly. It's all on tape, man.
Tony's like-minded people gathered outside his car and joked with him about how bad these cops were. Then Tony told them that he also had the entire footage from March where he had been filming everything from the beginning and that he started filming now because of a previous bad experience, and it turned out to be the best idea in the world. It was obvious that the cops just wanted to stop Tony this time, but since they didn't have a valid reason, they had to make up one. And the best thing they could come up with was the tinted windows on Tony's car. Pathetic.
I told you, bro. I already know what's going on with these cops, man. 15th Police District. No, I'm not cool because they schemed on me, yo, and I'm glad y'all here. Like, they sat behind a bank. They sat behind a bank and turned around and gonna pull me over for no reason.
Why? Before they try to lock you up. Get all the pictures on their phone. They're gonna follow him 2 blocks. That's punk. That's what they did. They ain't nothing but punk. If they gonna follow him for 2 blocks and then stop him, that's punk. That's a threat. That's a threat. They ain't have enough money to do nothing with us people. We all work.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Parking lot.
slowly.
Exactly.
That's the first
I had already pulled over. I already pulled over before he even got behind me. He had no reason to jump behind me in the first place. So this whole stop is in the way. It should have never happened.
The situation became even more heated when their supervisor came to Tony's car. Although at first it looked like the supervisor would listen to Tony, the reality was far from worse than that. Tony was trying to explain to the supervisor that the officers under his command had stopped him illegally, not once, but twice. He explained to the supervisor that he had everything recorded on the car's camera, and for added security, he was also recording on his phone. Among other things, considering the incident that caused Tony to go to the conferences in the first place, he also explained that he had to hand over his documents because he was afraid of ending up like the murdered guy. Do you think the supervisor was struck by these words at all? He completely ignored the fact that all police officers are sworn to protect citizens and didn't care one bit that a citizen told him that he felt threatened. Their supervisor claimed that the police officers had to stop him because his third brake light was allegedly not visible. But when he realized that it didn't really make sense, he then claimed that the change permit is not valid.
You, sir, your supervisor? Okay. Your officers are making an illegal traffic stop. I got into my vehicle. I did nothing wrong. It's all on tape. I got car cams, and in addition to that, my cell phone's been recording. Your officers targeted me, sat behind a bank, waited till I pulled off, and then pulled up behind me super fast. In addition to that, I was already pulled over, and your officers was probably about a block or half a block back, and I was attempting to get ready to exit my vehicle, and they came up and threw their emergency lights on. You're familiar with who I am already. The officer that's sitting in the passenger seat, the African-American male, okay, is the original officer from the March 25th traffic stop. I'm being profiled and targeted by your police officers. It's all on tape and it's already online because I got an instant upload, so it's already online as to what your officers did. I called you here because I do not feel safe. He tried to order me out of my vehicle for no reason, and for the sake of not getting shot, I gave him my information and my paperwork. But there's no reason whatsoever that I have to sit here and fear for my life with you guys who wear a uniform and who have sworn to protect and serve, and it's either comply or die. Since when do African American individuals become a target, sir? And I'm calling for him to call for his supervisor over and over and over, and he didn't call, and someone had to call that was a bystander. This is an illegal traffic stop, sir. He has no right to stop my vehicle for anything after I'm already pulled over. It's all on tape, and this is the second time around. I'm not going to keep being targeted by the 15th district. It's not going to keep happening.
Be that as it may, as you stop for equipment violation standards, tinted windows, and the third brake light's not visible.
You're saying that my third brake light is not visible,
that's
sir?
something you need to address.
Sir, first of all,
on which to get stopped.
all right, let me explain something to you. Your officers were nowhere near my, when you watch this video. When you watch this video later on,
your interpretations are traffic.
when you watch this video online later, you'll see that your officers were nowhere near my vehicle. They was not even behind my vehicle to sit here and say that my brake light. So listen, everybody, it's now my brake light is not visible, and then my tint when I already have a tint permit for my vehicle. Here we go again with the same nonsense with Philadelphia police and a Philadelphia police supervisor who's standing right here, okay, telling me, what did you just tell me? You said my issues are with traffic
Your
court?
tint permit is not valid.
It's not valid? How's it not valid? Tell me why.
They do not issue tint permits.
They don't issue tint permit?
No.
So what is that?
That's something that you made up.
Oh, that's something I made up?
It is.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Okay, you guys hear this? See now, see what I'm gonna do now. When he give it back to me,
You need to bring
I'm
your
gonna
vehicle
I'm gonna take a
equipment
picture.
standards,
Sir, I'm talking. Excuse
And any
me.
issue,
All right.
any issue you
Listen,
have
I'm
with the
tired
traffic
of you
stop,
guys.
the
I'm
proper
tired of
venue
being
to address that is
nice.
traffic
You're not
court.
gonna tell me that I made it up
Okay.
because it came from
Is there any other issues I can help you with, sir?
PennDOT. Yeah, you can stay right here until your officers give me my paperwork back and I leave. Thank you. Tired of y'all.
Tony then realized that he wouldn't be able to have a normal conversation with any cop that day, so he decided to just wait for the documents and continue on his way. The only people who understood Tony at this point were the activists who surrounded his car and who agreed with him that these cops have become too arrogant and full of themselves, especially when they see someone with different skin color.
Black Lives Matter.
No justice!
No peace.
No racism!
No justice.
No peace!
No racist.
Police!
No justice.
No peace!
No racist.
Police!
No racist.
Police!
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter!
I'm tired of this, man. I'm tired of being nice. You gonna talk about he can't see my brake light? Exactly. Exactly. My stuff is not valid, right? Yeah, okay. Picture that.
As Tony continued to explain to the camera what had happened, there was a girl standing outside of the car who claimed that one of these cops had murdered her brother. Tony then added that the police were out of control and advised people to always have their cameras on for their own safety, whether it's a dash cam or a handheld camera. The only way for such cops to return to their place is for the citizens to stand up for their rights and to stop feeding the cops' egos.
I'm tired of being nice. I really am. Don't talk to me about being humble. Don't talk to me about, okay, the police, this and the third, because they out of control. I did absolutely nothing wrong. They're out of control. You will be angry too if you're a target by the police department, and every single time as you get pulled over, okay, something like this takes place and happens. So here's another video that goes viral. And Philadelphia police are out of line. You be the judge for yourself, because not only in addition to this, you're going to have the car cams for this, you're going to have my cell phone video in addition to that too. That proves I did absolutely nothing wrong, and I called this stop way before it was even getting ready to happen. The same police officer from March the 25th, target by Philadelphia police. You tell me.
When the cops who pulled Tony over this time came back with some papers and tickets and made Tony sign them, Tony had had enough. He was angry and mad at the cops and asked the cop if he felt good in a blue shirt. Honestly, he was absolutely right. Sometimes the cops on duty give themselves a lot of rights, even to invent new laws, just because they wear a uniform and have a freaking gun, as if in their minds that means they have more authority over others. Do you think this officer would have treated Tony the same way if he wasn't armed and off duty? No way. It looks like the blue shirt is magical. Officer Holloway, the one who pulled Tony over in March, didn't spare Tony either and stood on the other side of his car. When Tony filmed him, Officer Holloway waved at the camera, but he didn't want to explain to Tony why he and his partner are so frustrated that they have to set up and make up traffic violations just to stop someone who they've been targeting for a long time. Officer Holloway's partner finally finished filling out a ticket for Tony, as if he were writing an essay on quantum physics rather than a regular ticket. Then he started explaining to Tony how he had to pay the ticket in 10 days. However, that was over for Tony. He was done being nice to these kinds of cops and didn't want to hear another word from them. All he wanted to do was get his driver's license back and get out of his car so he could be free without fear.
Like, seriously.
All right, Mr. Soto, you getting a ticket for your tint?
Sir, I don't want to hear about your tickets or anything that you're giving me because it's invalid. I'm not signing anything. Step away from my car. You're unprofessional. I'm refusing to sign it.
Okay, no problem.
I want all my paperwork back. Get away from my car. Tired of being nice to y'all. Now you got your hat on because your supervisor here, right? You feel good wearing that shirt, the blue shirt? Yeah. Y'all can take it how y'all want to take it. I don't even care. Like, seriously. Take it how you want to take it. I'm mad. I'm pissed off.
How you doing?
You set this up, Holloway? You set it up?
Did you set it up,
Did
Mr.
you set it
Soto?
up? Did you set it up?
Set it up? You got nothing better to do?
That's crazy, bro. Why are you
Did you
talking
set
to me?
it up?
Why are you so angry at me, huh?
I'm not angry at you.
Why
at
are you
all,
so
sir.
angry at me?
We
You
stopped
had
because
to
you
get
window,
back.
sir.
You had to get back for that March 25th stop. So you had to sit in the cut and pull me over. Is you mad or no?
I don't know
Is
if
you
I'm
mad or
I don't know
no?
if I'm mad
Is
'cause
you
touched
mad or no,
children.
bro?
I
Is
don't
you
know
mad
if
or
I'm
no?
'cause you,
Mad or no?
impersonate police,
Mad or
firemen,
no?
things of
Oh,
that nature.
I impersonate what? Huh? Say it again.
Police, firemen.
Is you mad or
just
no?
look up your record, Mr.
Is you
Soto.
mad or no? Oh, you pulled my record,
No.
huh?
Oh, no. Not
Oh,
at all.
yeah, you're
Not
mad.
at all.
You're mad, bro. Yeah, you're mad.
Yeah, did you check?
You're mad.
Did you check it about
Bro, listen, go ahead with yourself, for real. Like, you just itching to get one off on me. You want me dead, bro. You itching to get one
You
off.
have 10 days to reply.
Sir, you got this. I don't save your conversation, sir. Give me my license back and have a nice day. Thank you very much. Thank you. Am I free to step out of my vehicle after you walk away?
After we pull away?
Huh? After you walk away.
After we pull away? Yeah.
After you, oh, so I gotta wait till you pull away? Yeah, I bet. Y'all want some get back, right?
Some what?
You want some get back? Yeah, that's what it is. I'm not being nice no more, bro. For real. Y'all disrespectful, seriously. Give me my stuff, yo. Thank you. Get away from my car.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
You have a good day, sir.
Yeah, I hear you, Holloway.
Then Tony called the girl who had claimed that some cop had murdered her brother and asked her to hit the brake for him. Tony got out of the car to see the cops off and wish them a nice day. And guess what happened when the girl hit the brake? All brake lights worked perfectly.
Here we go, look. Go step on my brake light real quick. Step on my brake light. Step on my brake light. Just so you're soon. Bye. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Is you mad? Here go the brake light right here. Brake light. But it's not working though, right? Here we go again. Another video to go viral. World Star Hip Hop. World Star. Idiot. It's crazy. World Star.
This time, a cop spotted a man standing on the sidewalk filming, so he aggressively approached the man, telling him that he was disrupting his investigation and that he had to identify himself immediately. Hey, the cop is the one who approached the man first. Isn't the rule that he should be the one to first identify himself? However, not only did this cop not identify himself, but he also claimed that he didn't have a badge number. The man filming was appalled at how aggressive this police officer was for no reason, just because he was filming. After all, a person has full freedom of movement and filming anywhere in a public area, not because he wants to, but because the constitutional law protects him in that freedom, and this cop is exactly violating his rights. But wasn't that cop in the middle of an important investigation? It would be better for him to get back to work as soon as possible instead of abusing a man who's done nothing wrong. However, the cop then went one step further and proceeded to put his hands on the man, which of course he shouldn't have done. The cop at that moment was aware of how much he had exaggerated and that it was all being recorded on camera, so he decided to return to his famous investigation.
You know you're obstructing my investigation.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You're running your mouth and we're looking for a bad guy. What's your name,
So I'm
sir?
way over here.
What's your name, sir?
I'm way over here. I'm nowhere near your investigation. You chose to come talk to me. What's your name?
What is your name, sir?
What is your name?
What is your name, sir?
Damerson?
Yes.
What is your badge
Damerson.
number?
I don't have a badge number. Let me see your ID, sir.
You're not getting my ID. I haven't broken the law. Florida Penal Code 901.151.
Don't make up penal code.
To one.
Don't make up penal
All
code.
right, that's not a made-up penal code.
Yeah. Have a good day, sir. Have a good day,
I'm
sir.
operating. I'm not. What, you came
What
up
are
to
you
me
operating?
in my official media capacity. Are you want to hinder my? You want to violate my Bain Act?
Your bayonet. Are you making a threat to
Do
me?
you want to violate the Bain Act? The Bain. That's when you, as a public official, is trying to stop me from
you
exercising
spell
the First Amendment
Can you
activity.
spell Bain? How
Now
do
you're
you-
walking up on me. You're trying to intimidate me. Oh, you're touching me. Don't do that.
You're blocking the sidewalk.
So are you. Don't touch me for something you're doing. Please go back to work. I'm not paying you to come harass me. Please go back to work and look for a criminal. I can say what I want to say. It's a freedom of speech.
What amendment is that?
First one. Now I will learn you more if you want to know.
Learn
Just like me recording this.
Learn me something.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn you something.
Learn me
Because you obviously you can't be taught, so I'm gonna learn you. What is your badge number?
I don't have a badge number.
Okay, well leave a note to them people if they're not home. Hurry up. Hurry up.
I already said hello.
Hurry up. Kick rocks. You're dismissed. Remember that. You're gonna learn today you can't intimidate the public. You came all the way back over here. I'm still the public. You should have been arrested a bunch of
The man then pointed the camera at another cop who was standing on the same sidewalk as him the whole time, witnessing the cop's harassment from a few seconds ago and did not say a thing. He pretended that the cop had treated the man fairly and got into his car. Then the man went crazy and said that precisely because of things like this, there's no such thing as a good cop. ACAB. However, the cop had the nerve to say that he was just making sure everything was safe and proper. Just a few seconds ago, he ignored that humans' rights were not safe, so what safety is he really talking about?
That man pushed me out of the way. You're not gonna correct that. That's why there's no good cops. No such thing as a good cop. I'm blocking the sidewalk. So was he. Asked me for my ID. Man, everybody is not ignorant. People know their rights. I'm one of them. Absolutely. Because you guys are the biggest criminals in town. You don't keep anything safe. No, you don't. You harass, you extort, you violate, you brutalize. You just try to violate. He just tried to violate my rights just now. Yeah, he asked me for my ID. So what? Is that against the law? Is that against? I'm not instructing anything. You chose to come talk to me. Well, he did. So I'm not obstructing anything. So what? Is that against the law? Okay. Oh, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Remember, you're a law enforcer. If there's no law to be enforced, you have no purpose. That is called the walker shame what he did. You're doing the driver shame. Keeping the city safe. Please. You don't tell me what to do. Hope is for losers. Winners plan. I'm just messing with you, but be cool, man. Stop tripping.